Hey, Frank Kern here. In this video, I'm going to literally show you how to double any business without having to get more traffic, without having to spend any more money on ads, and without having to rely on any dumb gimmicks. You want to watch this because this is a huge eye-opener. And what we're going to use today is something that no one really likes to talk about, and it's called math. Yeah, I know that's not very exciting. That's probably why nobody likes to talk about it, but we're just going to use plain good old-fashioned logic. So let's get to it. Okay, let's say that this is how your business works, all right? You drive traffic to an opt-in page, all right? So that's like a little lead generation page, and so I'll put OP here, and then they are in your email sequence, all right? So that's supposed to be an envelope, beautiful art, I know. Then they see your sales page. Okay, and this could be whatever, it could be a webinar or whatever, it doesn't matter. Then of course they see your thank you page, all right? And so we're not even gonna put in like fancy stuff here. Let's just say this is the super basic sales funnel, right? So you got a really simple business model. And let's say that the thing you're selling, your average customer value is $100, okay? And I'm just going to use really even, easy numbers here. And let's say that you're driving 1,000 visitors into this thing, right? So you're sending 1,000 people here every day or every week, or however often you want to pretend we're doing it for the sake of this example, right? And by the way, it doesn't matter where the visitors are coming from. That's a huge shiny object people are getting stuck on right now. They think, oh, I got to focus on this platform or whatever. You don't. Definition of like good advertising is putting the right words and pictures in front of the right person at the right time to put them into your sales funnel. It doesn't matter where they're coming from, as long as they're seeing the right message. Trust me on that one. Been doing it 22 years. I digress. Okay, now let's get really exciting and use some math here. Okay, so let's say you're getting a 20% conversion rate on your opt-in page. All right, so that's like not great. It's not terrible. It's just whatever. It's pretty normal. And you're sending them, your email sequences and all that. It's sending them to your sales page here. And ultimately, 1% of the people that go through that little process there, they buy. Okay, so if we do the math here, I know, I never in my life thought I'd be doing math on camera for a living, but if we do the math here, here's how it works, okay? So we end up 1,000 people at 20% opt-in rate, means we get 200 leads, all right, 200 opt-ins. They're going through your email sequence here. If 1% of them buy, that means we end up with 2 sales. We're selling for $100, that's your average customer value. So that little equation yields $200, okay, in revenue. So that's pretty simple. All right, so how do we double this? And how do we do it without like having to do all kinds of complex stuff and get distracted? Well, it's with really, really simple things. Okay, so let's assume we make some changes. And now we have your opt-in page here, all right, and it goes to 28% conversion rate. And my drawing is really going to look horrible here for a little bit, so I apologize for that. And let's say that we actually make the email process a little bit better. We don't even mess with your sales copy here. Let's just say we leave your sales page alone and we just do a little bit better job of email marketing, right? And so we're driving people to the same sales page, etc. And so that's pretty good. And let's say that now, this is instead of 1%, let's be conservative and let's say we bump this up to 1.28%. All right, I'm just going to 28 was over there, so I figured why not? So 1.28% conversion rate instead of a 1% conversion rate. Now let's say we do some really simple things to maximize the amount of money people are spending when they go through your sales process, such as maybe an order bump or maybe a one-click upsell or maybe 2 or maybe all of that kind of stuff. But it's nothing super drastic. But as a result of doing that, we make your average order go from $100 to $115, right? So like really, really small incremental improvements here. All right, and we have the same amount of traffic. All right, so we haven't messed with the traffic at all. We still have the same amount of visitors going into the system. All right. And then of course you just have your thank you page at the end. And we're not even going to do anything fancy there. We're not going to talk about back end marketing, like none of that stuff. Okay. So we haven't changed your ads. We haven't gone to a new shiny object thing. We've just done painfully obvious things that are probably right in front of you that you can do, and just made small incremental improvements across the board. All right. But if we do the math here, all right, again, that very exciting word, math. If we do the math here, well, now because we made some changes to the opt-in page, maybe we changed the copy or the layout or whatever, instead of 200 leads, now we have 280. All right, so that's better. And of course, now we just did a better job of email marketing. We didn't even mess with your sales page copy. We haven't even done anything there yet. We just drove more of these people to the page, so we were able to get more of them to buy with good email marketing. And that's easier, right? So we do that math, and we have 280 leads times 1.28% conversion. That's 3.58 sales. So we have 3.58 here. All right, now remember, we messed around with getting your average order value to be slightly higher. So now we're going to take 115 by this new amount of sales here, and we have $411.70. Don't forget that 70 cents there. That's really important. All right, so which would you rather have? $200 or $411.70. Same exact sales process. Obviously, you would rather have the one that produces double. I'm here to tell you, after how many days that is, I started in October of 1999, so 22 years, just a billion years in internet years, that much experience. This kind of thing is what will double the revenue of the business. Jumping around from business model to business model will not. Changing your offer constantly will not. Getting distracted by shiny objects will not. This is the type of stuff that can maximize your business and actually cause it to grow. Now, what's really cool is now we can talk about scaling. All right, so we've got a lot more money coming from every single visitor. Now let's talk about getting more visitors, but how could we get more visitors and still not spend more money on ads? Which of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't spend more money on ads. I'm just kind of trying to show you how to think rationally, because I know what you're getting in your inbox every day from the magic bullet, folks, So what if we could just do that? So let's imagine for a minute that you're running ads and they're costing you whatever, and you're getting a 0.75% click-through rate on your ads. All right, and so that's what's producing this. You got some ads running, your average click-through rate is 0.75. I know, snooze alert, right? Oh my God, we're talking about click-through rates. Bear with me, because this gets just ridiculous, okay? So let's say that we can increase the amount of people clicking on your ads and therefore going into this new and better sales funnel just by making better ads, not by spending more money on ads or anything like that, but just maybe increasing or improving your targeting and making the ads better. Novel concept, right? And so let's say we got it from 0.75 click-through rate to a 1% click-through rate, which isn't that big of a deal. None of these numbers I'm showing you are some Herculean heroic jump in response. Now you might be yeah, that's really not that big, but all right, again, if you do the math, we just went from 0.75 to 1%. So that's 25 points. So if you think about it, what we really did is we just got an increase in traffic of 1/3, or roughly 33%. That's the math there. So if we did that, now we've got 1,003. Let's keep it relatively precise. So now we have 1,333 people coming into this sales process, right? So if we do that math, now remember, we're not spending more money yet, okay? We're just fixing stuff. We're just plugging holes. We're just optimizing the sales process. Instead of getting distracted, we're okay, let's do the fundamentals here, right? So let's do this math real quick. So 1,333 visitors times that 28% opt-in rate, that yields 300, it's actually a little more, 373 leads. All right. Now, if everything else stays the same, that 373 times 1.28% conversion rate. Now, I'm not telling you, by the way, your sales page is converting at 1.28%. I mean, just with all the emails and stuff and all of that, just the amount of leads eventually that buy, let's say within 10 days or whatever. We do a better job of the email marketing and everything. So we just get the lift that way. Anyway, that new number is now 4.77. sales. All right. And again, we increased your average order value by doing like really obvious things from $100 to $115. So if we multiply those two together, the new total is $548. And of course, we got to remember the change here in 55 cents. Then, 55 cents really matters. But you know what? I joke around about that, but it's those little increments that actually do really matter. What's happening, like if you've got a business that's doing pretty good and you want it to do great and you don't want to drive yourself completely insane, I'm telling you, stop trying to find like this giant thing that's going to revolutionize everything, and then just make little incremental tweaks throughout your sales process, and then you're gold. And incidentally, once you have like a funnel that's, producing twice as much revenue as it used to, what does it make all the more easier? Yeah, your ads. So now you got a lot more room in terms of running ads and being profitable with ads, and you didn't really change anything, right? We just made all these little steps just slightly better. Here's the thing, if you've stayed with me this far and you've watched some dude do math on camera with this level of horrible penmanship, you're probably pretty committed to growing your business. I have a company, it's called ROAS.org. We literally guarantee that we will grow revenue for you or you don't pay. You're probably waiting for a catch. There's not one. Seriously, like we either make you more money or you do not pay us. The only caveat is you have to have an actual business. Obviously, we don't produce stuff from thin air. But if you've already got a working sales process and you just want someone to come in and just find out what needs fixing and show you how to fix it and like help you scale and all of that, we got you. And like I said, we will increase your revenue or you pay us $0. Nothing. If that sounds good to you, click the button near this video or go to roas.org, ROAS.org. Thanks so much for watching. I commend you for enduring the mathematics. Beware of shiny objects. Pay attention to the simple and obvious stuff. That's the stuff that's proven to make the most money over time. Take it easy.